Hi there, Anthony Becker here, candidate for Santa Clara City Council, District Number 6, also currently the chair of the Santa Clara Planning Commission. I'm coming to you guys to show you guys a little guidance on district elections and what districts that you guys might actually be in and what districts you can actually vote in. Some of you may be confused at where you actually vote, as I was too in the beginning too. But let's start off with the boundaries of the city of Santa Clara. This is a giant orange line around this odd shape is the boundary of Santa Clara. You have Sunnyvale to the west, San Jose to the south, Cupertino over here in the corner, and then San Jose over here in the east. But let's start with District Number 1. District Number 1 is currently represented by Councilmember Kathy Watanabe. District Number 1 is up for election this year. District Number 1's boundaries are to the south, Highway 101, Montague Expressway. To the east, it's Guadalupe River. To the north, it's capped off by Highway 237, and then to the west we have the Calabasas Creek. That is District 1, and that is up for election this year. District Number 2, which is currently represented by Councilmember Raj Jahal. That is not up for election this year. That is up for election in 2022. District Number 2 is the largest district. Well, let's take a look at the boundaries. Boundaries are to the north, Highway 101, Montague Expressway, the Guadalupe River to De La Cruz, along De La Cruz to Central Expressway, across 101, near a piece of the San Jose Airport runway, down Martin Avenue, the backside where Costco and the backside of the airport area, along the border of San Jose, which is near Avaya Stadium, to the rail station, along the railroad tracks, along El Camino Real, all the way up to Bowers, up Bowers to Meade, down to Uranium, up to Kiefer, down Kiefer, then up Corvin, along Central Expressway, and then along the Calabasas Creek to Highway 101. That is District Number 2, and you're represented by Councilmember Raj Jahal. District Number 3 is right here. District Number 3 is currently represented by Councilmember Karen Hardy, who also is the Vice Mayor currently. Her district is not up for election, and it will be up for election in 2022. District Number 3's borders are to the south, you have El Camino Real. Then it goes along Bowers, along the railroad tracks, down Lawrence Expressway, along Poinciana to Tamarack, to basically the Sunnyvale border, Helen Drive, down by Halford, near Thunderbird, Dunford, Lac Navarre, and then along Lawrence, back up Lawrence Expressway to El Camino Real. That is District Number 3. District Number 4. District Number 4 is currently represented by Councilmember Teresa O'Neill, and she'll be running against Kevin Park. This district is up for election this year. The district boundaries for District Number 4 are to the north, El Camino, then down Lawrence Expressway, all the way to Prune Ridge Avenue, down left to Prune Ridge, down Prune Ridge to Kiley, up Kiley to Homestead, down Homestead past the Central Park to La Palma, then up La Palma to White, along White down to right behind Mariani's, a little jog over, and then down El Camino Real again. That is District Number 4, and once again, that's up for election this year. District Number 5, which is currently not represented by anybody, but it is up for election this year, and the two candidates so far are Suds Jane, Planning Commissioner Suds Jane, and also Robert O'Keefe. This district's boundaries are as follows. To the north, we have El Camino Real, then along the railroad tracks, near the train station by the Costco and everything, sharing the border with District Number 2. Then we go along the sides over here, the back neighborhoods of between San Jose and Santa Clara, down near Bascom, along the sides down to Highway 880 in the corner, and then along Newhall all the way to Scott Boulevard, up the Scott Curve to Homestead, along Homestead, and then back down to La Palma, up to White, to the backside of Mariani's, kind of the same district boundary as District Number 4, which it shares with, and then back to the El Camino Real. That is District Number 5, and that is up for election this year. And then lastly, we have District Number 6, which is the district I reside in. I live over here off of Azevedo Court, near Forbes Avenue. District Number 6's boundaries are pretty unique as well. Let's start where I live, off of Forbes Avenue. We go down from Forbes all the way down Kiley Boulevard, down to Prune Ridge, along Prune Ridge to Lawrence Expressway, and then up Lawrence Expressway, left onto Homestead, where Kaiser Hospital is, which is in our district. You go down by Kaiser Hospital all the way right before Tantau Avenue, right before the Apple campus, is where Santa Clara's boundary goes along the backside across Highway 280 all the way to Stevens Creek, is where we then reach 280, which is our boundary to San Jose. It goes along 280 on Stevens Creek, the entire bottom half of the city border of Santa Clara with San Jose, all the way to the Safeway area at Valley Fair. Then it goes up back to Winchester, and then it goes down Dorset Street, up Henry Avenue, along Forest, basically the south of Forest Avenue, south of Forest neighborhood. And then we go back up Winchester to Scott, along the Scott and Newhall curve, all the way up to Homestead, along Homestead, basically passing Stan's Donuts and Central Park, which is actually in District Number 4. You go along that entire region of the Homestead, St. Justin's Church, and then you turn left onto Kiley again, where you come back to Forbes, where we just started. So that is District Number 6, and that is currently up for election this year. I'm a candidate running for District Number 6, and there's two other candidates, which I believe are Robert Mazzetti and also Gautam Barvet. So that's just a little information, and I hope you guys found it a little educational on what districts you might be living in and how you can look it up. Go to the Register of Voters and go type in your address, and it'll tell you what council district you live in and what election you can actually vote in too. So little recap, District Number 1 is up for election this year, which is currently Kathy Watanabe's running. And then we have District Number 4, which is up for election this year. And that has Teresa O'Neill and Kevin Park running in District Number 4. And then District Number 5 is also up for election this year, which currently has Planning Commissioner Suds Jane and Robert O'Keefe running. And then lastly is District Number 6, which is the district I reside in. Please vote for me. District Number 6 is up for election this year in November, and the two candidates are, other candidates besides myself, are Robert Mazzetti and Gautam Barvet. So like I said, I hope you found this educational and a little guidance. And District 3 and District 2, your elections will be in 2022. So I'll see you guys around, and keep safe during the pandemic, and thanks again.